Hi, Adrian Manyathelo here. We are live right now on Facebook, but if you are in any other media, remember I'm speaking to you. I'm recording this live on Facebook at the same time. So the topic today is how to enhance your visual techniques. Okay. Now, I remember this particular day where I just walked in the library, right? And I had been struggling with a subject called technical drawing. I could not study it properly. I was a student then and I was in college, right? So I just went to the library. You know how you sometimes you got this thing that you're trying to solve, you think over it day and night, you don't get a solution. And then all of a sudden God just brings this solution to you, right? I will just walk into this library and I find this book, right? I open the book up and read the first few pages, the first few lines, and the book says, if you ever face anything that's difficult for you, you can overcome it using the power of visualization, right? So I start visualizing myself passing this subject. Hi, Adrian, nice to see you. I start visualizing myself passing this subject, right? So I see myself in the exam, and I see myself remembering everything that I need to remember, right? I see myself literally writing the exam the way I've always wanted it to be, right? Remembering everything. By the way, this subject is one of the subjects that I was really struggling with, so much that my teacher promised me that I can never pass that subject, no matter how much I try. Because literally, I mean, if you look at it on the physical, right? I could not even get something like 30% in that subject, so I was really, really struggling. So now I kept on visualizing myself, doing so well, remembering everything, remembering all the theoretical part of the subject, because really my problem was that, technical drawing, for those of you that don't know what technical drawing is that subject where you take an object and you look at it, right? You study it and you literally draw it on a piece of paper, or you take it from the drawing and create whatever you want to. For example, you can draw a television, right? And then from that drawing, you can actually the guys who make television will interpret that and actually make a television. So that's the kind of subject, right? So it was difficult for me to think in that maybe it's 3 dimension or 4 dimension or whatever dimension it was. So I could not think that way. So I really struggled with it. But because of that persistent meditation or thinking or visualization, whatever you call it, I kept on visualizing myself in this exam, right? And the funny thing is, for over 2 years, right, my marks did not improve at all. But on the final day, when the exam came, it was very normal to me, right? But to my friends and everyone in the class, right, it was very, very difficult. I had never experienced that, so I could not tell whether it's difficult or it's easy. So to me, it was just normal. So I went through the exam, wrote everything, did the very best I could, prayed every prayer that I could pray, and went ahead, wrote the exam. And when the results came, only 3 people passed. And guess what? I was one of them, right? And that was this technique that I was using. I used just a technique of visualization, right? So that's why today I'm so excited to be talking to you about uh, really how you can enhance that technique of visualization, right? Let me see. Edwin says, once you think it, you are in a position to win. However, a lot of us have the key to the door, but are we going to open the door in front of us, or are we going to use the key for other doors? He continues on, but I can't read on further. Let me see if I can get it from there. No, I can't. Edwin, I'll make sure that thing is clear for everyone, and I'll pin it to the top, right? Because it's very, very powerful stuff you're saying there. So what happened then? I was one of them. I was one of the guys that had passed, right? So the most exciting thing was that then I decided to go and meet my teacher. You know how you do very well a subject, you go and see your teacher, and the teacher is a really excited about it and say, wow, my boy has done it. So I go and meet this teacher. When I see him, when he sees me like this, the guy broke into, he started crying, right? Started crying and crying and crying. Thank you. Right? So I was wondering what's happening, right? But then I quickly understood what was happening. He didn't cry because of jealousy, right? He cried because of overwhelm. He was overwhelmed to see what took place, right? So this visualization thing works, right? It's an old thing, even in the Bible, right? God literally used to take Abraham outside and show him the stars and say, you see the stars of the heaven, right? You're going to have children as many as the stars of the heaven, or even as many as the sand of the sea, right? Which is powerful stuff. So now, there are ways, some people have it. The reason why I'm talking about this today is because some people have a tendency of not being able to imagine themselves. They can't imagine anything. If you say, imagine yourself succeeding in the future, they can't imagine that, right? So there are a few techniques that you can use to help you to imagine, right? And one of the techniques is literally to take something maybe like that, like a phone, okay? And you look at that phone, okay? And you literally remember everything in detail on that phone. Like, for example, this is a Samsung phone, right? Right at the top there, it's written Samsung. It's got a blue screen, right? And you get all the messages at the top, right? So literally, you do that, and there's a few buttons, like back buttons, right at the bottom here on the right. And let me see, what else do we have? The camera is at the back. You literally remember everything, right? And once you've done that, you sort of memorize how it looks like. Then you literally close your eyes, or you put it away and start describing how your Samsung whatever Note 2 for me looks like. For example, I would say it's square in shape, right? The screen itself is blue, right? And the back button is right at the bottom right corner, right? And it's got a camera at the back. It's black. I think the color is black at the back, right? And you remember virtually everything, right? You may not say exactly as it is, right? But the exercise itself is good for your brain, which I think is one of the most powerful things, because you can literally pick anything and just basically try and remember how it looks like. So it works on your brain. That thing alone, right, enhances your memory, right? And also it makes you to be able to visualize. Because I'm literally practicing seeing this thing, so I can later on, you can imagine that I can be able to imagine anything that I want to imagine, right? I can imagine myself driving an aeroplane, my new aeroplane, which is called the Adrian Night Airways, right? So you can do literally those kind of things, and you just fly, right? So what I'm going to do for you today is that there's a training that we have, right? And it's not free, right? But for about $7, you can get that training today, just to go through that. That'll be about 14 days for you to go through that. And that training will literally teach. We don't literally teach business in the sense of selling, but we teach business in the sense of mindset, like what I'm doing right now. And you can literally use that for 14 days. And I'll put that link right at the top of this video or below this video. And you can go ahead and it's called Next Level Mastermind. That's where you can get all this kind of information that we are teaching you here. And thank you so much for listening to me today. And thank you a lot for all the love you are giving me. And I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Bye for now. Hi, Mom. I've just seen you've joined me here. Nice to see you. How is South Africa? Nice to see you. So thank you so much, everyone. And Mom, enjoy South Africa. Say hi to everyone. We love them so much. Bye for now.